types of girls you meet in college? Let's go. Number 1, the bop. 99% of the time, these girls came from a super protective, conservative family, and they didn't have any crazy experiences in high school. And now that she finally has some freedom, she's about to go crazy and let loose. You're talking about tag-teamed, double stuffed. I was shocked my freshman year of college because it was always the most basic, like innocent looking girls in my classes that would be going completely wild at parties. And like, I don't really judge, but that's a little crazy to me. Like sometimes I'll be looking at these girls like, that's someone's future wife, bro. The thing is, I would never date a bop, obviously, but part of me still like respects the hustle. I met a girl once who had a roster of like 7 dudes who she'd use for free food and Netflix passwords and stuff. And she had this system where she'd stay with each dude like every night of the week and none of them knew about each other. And I'm gonna be honest, I just have to respect the hustle, bro. The second type of girl you'll meet is the psycho. For whatever reason, in every single group of college girls, there's one of them who's completely insane. Like I was recently hanging out with this girl and she was telling me how she had a stalker and this person was following her and her friends everywhere and they were like commenting her Chick-fil-A order under her TikTok posts, and she also slashed one of her friend's tires. And then she found out that it was a girl who was texting her ex back when they were together. And as I'm listening to this, part of me is laughing and part of me is completely mortified that there's someone out there like this. Like bro, slashing the tires of a friend of the ex of the guy you were DMing while they were together, you are actually insane. Please stay far, far away from me. These girls tend to have some unresolved childhood issues and they like party way too hard, but they're still pretty terrifying to me. And I'm low-key scared to even put this as a category in the video because I don't want one of these girls to come after me. But you know, we ball. Actually, if you're like this, hit me up on Instagram. I need me some crazy in my life. The third type of girl you'll meet in college is your ex. My very first week of my freshman year of college, I met a guy playing pickup basketball at our campus rec. We grabbed food after and we generally got to talking, and he was telling me how he was in this amazing relationship. Like he and his girl were high school sweethearts. They dated for like 3 years. She supported him. He played soccer. They were prom king and queen. She was valedictorian of their grade level. I mean, it was literally like the perfect high school relationship. And then I find out like 5 days later that the first weekend of the semester, one of his friends caught her making out with some dude at a party. After that, I saw bro go down a deep spiral for like 2 months. Stay safe out there, kings. But to be real, like if you see your ex on campus, just keep it cordial, say hi and move on. Don't make a scene, don't get too emotional. Like it's college, she's gonna be doing her thing. Just move on, bro. The fourth type of girl you'll meet in college are the sorority chicks. Sorority girls weird me out because they're always like so professional in public. They always like dress very proper and are always like hanging out with their sisters. And their social media profiles are always like so innocent and wholesome. Like it's them volunteering, hanging out at events. But it's like a dual life because at nighttime, they literally turn into some demons, bro. Like sorority chicks are low-key some of the biggest degenerates on campus. They love pharmaceuticals and they're definitely not all pre-med, if you know what I'm saying. Also, I find it funny that there's like low-key beef between sororities and they're always like fighting to be the top spot on campus. High-key, I was always a little weirded out by Greek life and all like the weird customs they have to follow. Why is it even called Greek life? Like no one's Greek. The fifth type of girl you'll meet in college, I don't really have a good name for her, so I'll just call her the wifey. In my opinion, this is gonna be the most important girl you'll meet in college. The thing is, you're only gonna catch her in one of 3 places: the library, the gym, and her dorm room. I call this girl the wifey type chick because she kind of encapsulates everything you'd want in a partner. Like she doesn't go out, she doesn't do anything crazy. They're always gonna be like really good students, really pretty, in really great shape, and she's gonna be like super nice for no reason. And for some reason, they always have an impeccable chain arrangement. I don't know what that's about. She also isn't gonna have like a weird history you have to worry about like every other girl I've talked about so far. But when you do meet a girl like this, you have to shoot your shot because even though you'll probably get rejected because she's gonna be very picky, if you don't talk to her, you're gonna regret not doing it when you're up at 2 a.m. Trust me. Basically, bro, if you cuff this type of chick, don't let her go. The next type of girl you'll meet is the academic weapon. It stresses me out just to be in proximity of this girl because she's always running on like a lethal dose of caffeine. She's stressed all the time, looking for internship opportunities, always going to office hours. She's always like a really dope person, but just ridiculously busy. You also definitely always want her working with you on a project because she will lead things from beginning till end and she will make sure you guys to get an A no matter what. Her Google Calendar is going to be running at like 2 frames per second because there's going to be so much stuff in there. And even though she's super miserable because she's always working super hard, she's going to be making like minimum 120K after she graduates. The next type of girl you'll meet in college is the chill girl. And I included this girl in the list mainly because it seems like this is the type of girl that I attract the most. I guess because I give off stoner energy even though I'm not one. These girls always love a specific plant, if you know what I'm saying, and they're really dope to hang out with. Actually, the same girl from the Psycho story I'd probably describe as a chill girl. And actually the funniest thing happened when I went to hang out with her. Basically, we were just watching something on Netflix and it was like 2-3 a.m. and she was like, yo, some dudes are coming over and they might ask you a bunch of questions and be weird, so like you should probably head out. And I was like, all right, cool. I was getting tired, so I booked it and went home. And like 2 days later, one of our mutual friends told me that the guy who was coming over was like best friends with her ex and he would have tried to fight me apparently. And I was like super faded. I mean, that would have been a hilarious story to tell. But I mean, chill girls, you know, they're just like fun to hang out with on like a night in if you're like a chill guy like me. The next type of girl you'll meet is the athlete. And I don't have much to say about the athlete, mainly because I go to a nerd D2 school. But I mean, you can always tell these girls play for one of the sports teams just by how they're dressed. You see them walking around in shorts no matter how cold it is with a massive water bottle. They're always wearing school merch with like a shirt that says like they're a part of the volleyball or basketball or tennis team or whatever. And they always have like their ponytail tied up and their hair is always wet because they take like 4 showers a day. Usually these girls are pretty chill, but in my experience, they kind of like only hang out with the other athletes, so I don't really interact with them much. But in my few interactions in class or whatever, I always have good experiences with these athlete girls. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for the daddy's money girl. Oh my god, bro, these girls make me so mad. It all started at orientation, right? The guide at orientation was talking about the best places to park on campus. And then this girl in the back, I swear to god, she raises her hand and she says, is there a place I can land my plane on campus? Yeah, let's take a look at our campus runway. If you have the misfortune of having one of these girls in your classes, you're gonna have to endure her constantly talking about all of the places her family travels. Her Insta highlights are gonna be like 10 hours long, but don't you dare call her rich, okay? The daddy's money girl is literally the only person in college having the prototypical Hollywood college experience. She doesn't care about her classes. She's studying marketing or some fake degree, and she won't have a care in the world because she knows that as soon as she graduates, she's gonna have a freshly minted Goldman Sachs investment banker waiting to marry her. So yeah, if you're like a daddy's money rich girl, like try to be more modest, like struggle a little bit. The next girl you're gonna meet in college is just that one random girl that's just in all of your classes for some reason. You want to hear the craziest thing? I moved across town when I was in 5th grade and went to a new school, and since 5th grade, every single year, I've had this one girl in every single one of my classes. We've spoken probably like 5 sentences to each other over that time span. And then I swear to God, she went to my college, my freshman year of college, I had a class with her. And then sophomore year, again, I have a class with her. I don't know what's going on. Like, I've known this girl, I guess at this point, for over a decade, and we've hardly ever spoken to each other. There's always just that one random girl that's in all of your classes, and I have no clue why. But I mean, usually they're pretty chill, so there's nothing really to worry about. Also, please check me out on IG at RowdyFR. I'm posting there once we hit 30,000 subscribers, so please subscribe and check out my IG. I'll see you in the next one.